Hi there guys, Totally Dubbed here, and today I'm making a review for the Voodoo Control Plus app by Supercurio, Project Voodoo. I'm sure you guys know this app, and for those who don't, I'm making this video because it is an app that you must have, basically. So I've paid for this version. You obviously can get a free version as well, which I'll show you over here, which is a free version. The only problem with the free version is it doesn't load it up on the kernel, and I'll show you what I mean now. So when you open it up, for example on the paid version, you get this, kernel module options, and when you click on kernel module options, you can load the current Voodoo sound module, so to speak, straight on. However, if you don't have the paid version, then you'll have to go from the one that's on your kernel, and if your kernel doesn't have it, then all there'll be is a volume amplification, but it won't have all the beautiful sound quality as well. So if you've got the paid version, obviously just tick all of those three. I usually do, for example, you see I've got V8 on it, and that's darkies, but click it on and it goes green and it says it's been loaded, so continue. Now the headphone amplifier, basically it's self-explanatory, is how loud it'll go. 30 is quite low. Usually I think 20 or -10 is a nice safe volume. You can go for a volume limit in case you don't want to blow your ears, and go for a maximum, so that means it won't hit over a certain amount. So if you're deaf like me, +5, but I've never gone over 0 to be honest, but it's useful for example if you've got a car and you want to just put 3.5 to 3.5. So there you go. Now the map volume keys hack is, well, I'll demonstrate this by music. Right, can you, well you can't see it there, but obviously I'm an idiot, sorry about that, but what I had to do is this, plug in a jack. Now if you look, can you see that that bar is moving as well? Now that's basically what it means by the key map volumes hack. If you don't, it'll just come up there. Obviously it's ringer volume, but usually that'd be media volume. But if you do that, that appears and it gives you greater flexibility. Sorry I did that again, but yeah. So that's the first one. So I always enable that. I think that's pretty much vital. I would definitely put that. Don't interrupt on music, that's pretty good. When you have notifications or emails coming in, for example I get quite a few emails from YouTube, from you guys funnily enough. If you listen to music and you don't want to be interrupted by, you know, do or whatever it is you have, then if you tick that, it won't interrupt it. So it's quite nice to have you never be interrupted with your music. However, I like being interrupted because I like to know, oh, I've got a message, I feel popular. Not really, but you know, there you go. Jack plug-in safety. Now I absolutely love this feature. There used to be a bug on it and I reported to Supercurio and he did fix it, which is great. Basically, when you plug it out, you can see it returns to -30, which is a safe volume. In other words, it won't blow your bloody head out when you put your earphones back in. For example, I plug it in and, for example, I'm listening to music and I have it up to that because, or -10, let's go a bit higher, -5. That's pretty loud and that will really hurt your ears, you know, but your ears get used to it, or you're listening to a low song or whatever it is. Now, you plug it out, half an hour later you come back and you plug it in, and your ears haven't adjusted to it, adjusted to, you know, for example, the high volume. As soon as you press play, boom, your ears will hurt, basically. But when you put in that plug-in, it brings it down to 30. In other words, it won't hurt you. It might be a bit lower volume than you're normally expecting, however, it's better than hurting your ears. So that's really useful, I really like that. Recording preset is really good because of, well, basically it's for people which are driving, for example, or in a different environment. So it's for your microphone, as the title suggests. FM radio, I don't enable them because I don't use FM radio. However, if you do use FM radio, I strongly urge you to tick all of them. Makes the sound quality, I'm not exaggerating, about 200,000 times better. Now, I did exaggerate there, but you know what I mean. You can hear yourself. Plug in some earphones and see how it sounds like. You'll absolutely love it. Now, The next one is anti-jitter. Now, if you haven't got great earphones, sorry if it might sound a bit arrogant, but for example, I've got some quite nice earphones, the Denon AHC710s, and when I put anti-jitter, it makes the sound a bit too sensitive, and that's also because of the way that my earphones are. Usually that's enabled, and I would suggest it. However, if you've got sensitive or very high-end earphones, I wouldn't suggest it, but that's just my personal opinion. Play around with it and see what you think. Hi-Fi play, I definitely think you should put it on. Hi-Fi record, up to you. I haven't really seen that much of a benefit. DAC direct, now that's a big one. I absolutely love that one. I can hear a huge difference when I'm with my earphones. It basically bypasses, as it says, bypasses the analog channel mixer, which basically means gives you a better and more direct sound. Mono down mix, it makes your sound into mono instead of stereo. I don't know where you would use that, to be quite honest. That's my lack of knowledge of music and sound technology, but anyway, I don't use it. I rarely see where I would need to use it, but just in case you want to, it's there. Also, it's got the lag fix options, so I've got my lag fix off at the moment, but if you take it on, it will enable it on your next boot, so you can take that on and off, which is very useful. And yeah, you got your debugging. And it will say over here your status, so what it's on, so it's RFS at the moment, but when you enable it, for example, I reboot and I come back, it'll be ext4 there. The author is Simon, aka @Supercurio. Tweet him if you've got any problems, or go on the XDA thread, which I will link down in the description below. Please do donate if you like his work, and at the bottom it says what driver version that's on. Driver version can't be really changed. In other words, it's Supercurio which decides I want a new version, or I'm implementing a new version. So I remember being on version 4 and now it's on version 9, and that's within 2 months it's been updated like that. So amazing work from the developer. So I hope you've enjoyed that video, guys. I don't know if there's much to it, but last thing I can say is that when you have this plugged in, it appears up there and it comes in onto your notifications, and you can just play around with that. It's like a quick access, but if you're listening to music, just go up and down on the volume keys. Right, hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Please do rate, comment, and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. Totally dubbed out.